I always forget to change my name.
There we go.
I'm excited to make cookies again.
Oh yeah. See, here's my first edition, Silmarillion, which you can always tell because in the back they have the map glued in because they forgot to print it with the map. So the map of Middle Earth is glued into the back.
Wow.
That's really cool.
So they had to go in and glue every single print with the map.
Wow.
So a friend got it for me for my birthday one year. Never did tell me the price they paid for it.
Don't worry about it.
Hey.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm cold.
Oh.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Hello.
Hi, baby boy. Are you calming down now?
I don't have video on because I don't know if it'll work with video.
That is totally fine. Video is always optional when doing D&D with me. All right, so it looks like we got everyone here. So, hey everyone, welcome back to the next exciting episode of The Song of the Wilds. I am Evan.
Yay.
I am Evan, your dungeon daddy, and I am your humble DM for this game. And everyone around here in this Zoom chat are the poor schmucks who thought it'd be a good idea to play a game with me. So it has been quite a long time since last episode of Song of the Wilds. Unfortunately, just a lot of weekend stuff happened. A lot of stuff happened. For those who watched last session, Carly and I got new jobs.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yay.
Yeah, we now went from the trucking industry and now we work for repair and maintenance. We're both dispatchers.
Oh wow.
I work in
Oh,
programming.
yes.
But you still technically like send out people on jobs, right?
I do.
Then yeah, you're in many ways you are a dispatcher, but you deal in like a different territory than I do.
We do special projects.
Nice.
And I just handle general projects that are located in like southern to central Illinois and then like southern Wisconsin. Dang it, Oliver.
Okay.
That was adorable. So yes, it has been a while since our last session. Going around the circle here, we have my lovely wife, Carly Pearl, who will be playing Lorelei.
Also, just so you know, my allergies are attacking my face. So I have a really bad headache, so if I look zoned, that is why.
Well, I'm pretty under the weather too, so.
Yeah, he didn't work once this week because of it.
Oh.
I feel better today, but I might still be a little quiet.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Going around the circle, we now have Strider and Kara.
Stridar and Kara are here.
Stridar and Kara are here. We see
Think
Lord.
about it as two different words. Stridar.
Well, they're obviously two different words. He's got the weird apostrophe in that name.
It's
Oliver's trying
fancy.
to-
It's pronounced Monique.
This is a man who got the same naming convention as Old Gods.
He did. It's a tribal thing. Don't
That's
worry
a
about it.
whole lot better than what I was gonna say.
Then next up we have our resident bard Dathomir.
Hello.
Right next to him we have our lovely gnome wizard Fidelma.
Fuck yeah!
How you doing?
And then making her return appearance after being out of commission for a while, but we all love and support her, and we prayed that she did.
It's okay.
Words are hard. English is difficult.
Did indeed get better is our chaotic spirit Malice.
Hello.
All right. Before we get started, does anyone have any major announcements? Yes, Carly.
I am cutting my hair short tomorrow.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh,
Awesome. I'm going to full faux hawk.
Nice.
Gonna be rad. I'm super excited about it. Also,
Is it for cosplay?
No, I've wanted to do it for a while.
this is just
and I
her.
was just like, fuck it. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna go all out. So I texted my hairstylist and I was like, hey, Ash. Oh, by the way, if you guys are in the Midwest area, highly recommend Entangled Roots Salon. It's fantastic.
It is.
I was like, hey, Ash, do you think that with my hair texture this could work? And she was like, oh, 100%, let's fucking do it. And I was like, sick, cool, we love.
I'm so amazed at how brave you guys are. I mean, I went. Do you all know who Dorothy Hamill is?
Yep.
yep.
Okay. I have to always preface these things. When Dorothy Hamill was huge, I cut my hair like 12 inches off, like Dorothy Hamill, and I cried for 3 months.
Oh no.
I have never cut my hair again, except like I'll cut like 2 or 3 inches off because I can basically almost sit on my hair. Because I have this phobia of cutting my hair.
I get it.
No.
I get it.
You know, once I cut my hair like at the beginning of 8th grade when I was younger, because like before that my hair was all past my low back. Like we were talking like below the butt. And I cut my hair all the way up, like above my shoulders, just below my chin. Donated all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Since then I haven't had my hair longer than like just at like just below the collarbone.
Are you growing
Got
it
ya.
out for the wedding?
A little bit more, yeah. It'll probably be about what your length is, so it won't be much longer for the wedding.
But you can do more with it.
Yeah, a little bit more. And I've been talking to the girl, Josh's friend, that's going to be doing my hair for the wedding. Her name is Mo. She's going to be doing my hair, so we've been talking, and it's basically like just a nice, some braids in there and put some little flower pins in for it. And I've got some gardenia flower pins ordered for it because I love gardenias. Daisies are my favorite, but I love gardenias. That's my goal. I don't want rose bushes. Jeff won't take care of them. I don't want them. I will take gardenias. Gardenias don't have thorns and they look, in my opinion, prettier than roses.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's good with that. So
When my mom and dad got married, my mom did daisies, but I mean that was in 1974, so
I grew my
still the
hair.
flower power time.
I grew my hair out for the wedding. But before then my hair was short, and I did donate it. I think I cut off 13 inches is what she said.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, enough of hair. DM.
Last call. Do we have any announcements?
I got stuff to make holiday cookies and put them in holiday cookie tins and give them to people.
That's adorable.
I live across the country.
Cookies will never be as good as buttered toast.
I still can't believe that you fucking did that yesterday.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that all day. Like, it's no longer the fact that Josh almost killed us all. It's the fact that you were able to somehow and make it make sense, put Ed, and Eddie into a campaign.
I should be mad, but that would make me a hypocrite because then again, I put in Espio, Charmy, and Vector from Sonic and Song of the Wilds.
Yeah, you did, you nerd. And the fact, I hate the fact that I was the first fucking one to figure that out.
I'm proud of myself. myself that I had no idea because I'm not that big a Sonic nerd, but I appreciate
I know.
it.
It's,
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say I brought in the Straw Hat crew into my campaign.
God
Yeah, he
damn
did.
it!
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
did.
I forgot
he
about
did.
that.
And then he gave me a Make-A-Wish Foundation when he had my character because he let me bring in Lena. So he finally let me have my canon love with Usopp. And by the way, our wedding is in May.
What?
All right. Yeah.
As the-
I've met the voice actor and I've talked to the person that's going to play him in the live action version. We are together in my heart.
And speaking of Sonic, I did buy Sonic Frontiers like a couple hours ago. I will be playing that after the session.
Nice.
That was
I got a whole lot of games I gotta get through before I play Sonic Frontiers. So
that was the
Um,
most nervous I've ever been meeting a celebrity. Was meeting Usopp's voice actor because I was
Sunny
thinking
Straight.
to myself, if I mess this up, my childhood is gonna die. So I was just like, keep cool, Carly. Keep cool.
It's like Gabriel Iglesias when he first met Snoop Dogg. You didn't know how to greet him, so you just go.
Oh no, Ashlyn was my wrangler.
Okay, good.
I was like, Ashlyn, if I started saying too much, you need to reel me back in. And she was like, I got you.
Did she though?
No, yeah, she did actually.
Good.
She was really good about it.
All right, final last call. Does anyone have any announcements?
yeah.
Not really.
oh.
All right, well, let us proceed with The Song of the Wilds, Chapter 9, The First Loss. And I am praying to all gods that my sound setup works. Because for some reason, Streamlabs OBS likes to reset everything.
Right.
Rude bitch.
Where we last left off our intrepid group of hunter warriors, simply known as They Still Have Yet to Think Up a Name. After completing their first job, everyone decided to split off and take a break. Stridar decided to spend some nice little quality date time with his bae, Amaya, before they were suddenly set upon by the Goralion, who is the archbeast of the jungle. However, it was through the interaction with the Goralion that they started to learn a little bit more that something is happening on the island that they call home. After some more investigations, and with Dathomir figuring out a clue as to someone
Hello?
who might know... Oh, Carly, you okay?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
For some reason, my name changed again.
Oh,
That was
I-
weird.
well, we can still hear you.
I know, it was just strange. Sorry, continue.
Actually, it's kind of weird. You're coming in much clearer.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I turned off my
Try turning it
My-
back. Try turning it back on just to see.
Oh no, I can't focus my eyes. So
Oh,
that's why I'm not, yeah.
okay, that's no problem. Starting the music up.
Sorry,
You're fine.
Continue.
You're fine. Dathomir decided to follow a clue as to some certain individuals who, for some reason or other, got actually kicked out of the Greyblades. Following some clues and with some lucky disguising, he found one of those expelled hunters known as Charles the Fairy. After getting him sober and taking him back home, the group decided to pay these three a visit, where they met Charles the Fairy, Vicken the Lizard Man, and Eric the Changeling. These three had apparently been making widespread claims that something was indeed wrong with the island, and they had a whole conspiracy board set up about it, complete with red yarn. However, it was a suggestion from someone in the team that made mention that there might be something on the island, something like an actual creature that might be causing havoc. And that, dear viewers, is where we return. So, my group of hunters, you reveal the information that there might be a strange creature that inhabits the island and is possibly causing chaos and upsetting the balance of the archbeasts. Vicken, Charles, and Eric have all been looking at the display board with all of the points of the island, red yarn everywhere, and that's when they realized that a creature was not exactly something that they were thinking of at first. At that moment, Vicken walks up to Stridar. I'm actually trying. Stridar. That apostrophe fucks with me. Stridar, and he says, "Okay, so let me ask you this: what makes you think that it's another wild beast?"
Stridar just kind of thinks back to everything that they've been through. He goes, well, for one, there was the strange killings of the owl bear that we saw down at the it was the lake, right?
It was like the coastline of the island itself past the jungle. So it was the beach.
Yeah. So he's like, well, there was the strange owl bear killings that did not look it was of any animal, and Zethar here was very weirded out by what was I guess left over, and then how the Gorilladon, how he reacted to that noise. It felt as though it seems as though
I just heard Bubba
Bubba.
go.
he's cuddling me now.
Forget these squares, father.
Pay
attention to me. Pretty much.
All attention on me.
Me, your baby boy. But
No,
anyways,
that's enough. That's enough.
anyways, Strider goes, and how the Alpha Gorilladon reacted to that noise, and what he said about his fellow Gorilladons being attacked, it all adds up, to me at least, to it being some sort of beast, whether it's another alpha beast or something that we have yet to encounter yet, that we do not know about, because that was no noise that I have ever heard of before.
Yeah, and I live in. Oh, god damn it. Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, then I live in the jungle, and I've never heard that noise either.
At that moment, Lorelei, Charles the fairy flutters up to you, and again, Charles is only as tall as your hand is long. Like he's literally fairy sized, and he just
takes a step back.
He kind of flutters up to you and goes like, "Whoa, you live in the jungle? How do you do that?"
I live in like a tree house.
How high is this tree house?
It's not that high. It's like on the ground, but it is near a tree.
So then, is it actually a tree house? At that moment,
More like a hut.
At that moment, the ever lovely dressed Eric walks up and he puts his teacup and saucer down before he takes two fingers and whacks the back of Charles's head like, "We do not need to pry into other people's lives." Oh, fine. Jeez, I was just curious.
And I like it. I don't like people that much, so I kind of just stay there. Except, it's a better way for me to I don't know. Yeah.
The best way to end a sentence. I don't know. Yeah. It's right up there with so yeah. I've done. Meanwhile, Vicken is just kind of looking, double taking between Stridar and the conspiracy board, which again takes up an entire wall of just little pins and yarn. And he goes, a creature. Something that can take out other big predators like that. What kind of creature do we know that has that much power? This requires further study. Vicken, you know that we're not allowed to actually do active jobs anymore. I know, but someone has to do something! Hey, listen. When you found... By the way, Vicken, he's talking back to you again, Strider. When you found this evidence, were you, like, tasked to look for more, or did you just happen across it? Like, just coincidence?
Well, we were tasked to figure out what was going on with the owl bear. That one we were tasked with. However, I was meeting up with he starts to turn red again, and he's just like with
his lady.
Yes.
At
Really?
that moment, all three of the guys are like, "Oh!"
Dath is actually surprised to hear that too. So
Yeah,
Hey,
she's
got a
very
lady.
pretty, and he too goes and spends time with her.
He's just turning brighter red. He was yes.
At that moment,
Yes.
Eric looks at the blushing Strider and goes like, "Oh, you want to know what you look like?" And at that moment, right in front of you, Eric completely shapeshifts into a spitting image of Strider, clothes and everything. Also, his face is just as beet red.
And Strider just it's just like
Lorelai sees this and she screams.
No, it's okay. Okay, he does that. Okay, he's a changeling. Okay, he does that sometimes.
you see, Dad in the corner is just like, I can do that too, actually. But
But can you also do this? And at that moment, Eric changes from Strider and now turns into Lorelai.
No. I'm just me.
I don't know which one is me now.
am I me or is she me? What is me?
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
Anyways,
Oh,
Strider
wow.
just goes, ugh. Anyways, yes, after meeting up with as they put it, my lady, that is when I heard the Gorillodon roar and come towards the city here, and I spoke with the Gorillodon, the Alpha Gorillodon, and talked with them and was trying to ensure that they didn't tear down the city and all of its inhabitants before I heard the scream, and that's what of the creature that couldn't recognize, and that's when it decided to depart the area and depart from the city. So the second bit of evidence, no, that was not a part of a mission from the Greyblades. That was simply a happy coincidence, I guess you might say. But yeah, that's that.
At that moment, while you are discussing this, as you are discussing this, Strider, you all start hearing a new sound coming from the outside of this little cave house. And I'm praying to God that this is the right video that I'm using for background noise.
I just, real quick, I must have some kind of amnesia. I don't remember any of this.
In one of the episodes, I remember you not being here.
Okay, so that
Yeah.
must be it.
Yeah,
I think you were on vacation.
yeah. You were
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Okay. Like sitting here trying to figure out, where am I? Okay. All right. Thank you. I was sort of just carried along then.
You're totally
Yeah.
fine. You're totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dory, I ask myself that every day.
Uh,
Am I, bitch? Where the fuck am I?
I've been sitting here trying to figure it out. I'm going, okay, I've really lost my mind because I don't know any of this.
It has been a
So,
couple weeks. Too,
okay.
so.
All right.
it has unfortunately been a while, and I do apologize. Just things got busy.
No. I mean, I usually remember, but this I don't remember. So we're in a cave with
Yeah,
these
because-
three.
You're
No,
no,
not a
Okay.
cave.
Quit.
you're inside the city of Acheron, which is built out of the inside of a mountain.
Right. Okay. I was trying to figure.
So
Okay.
so the inside of Acheron looks like Erebor from Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Right. But the last thing I remember is that we were at the Greyblades.
Yeah, we started a session at the Grey Blades, and then that kind of became like a chill session where everyone kind of went off to do their own thing.
Okay.
I believe Fidelma was decided to go back and take a nap and went home and took a nap.
Yes.
Right.
That's
Okay. So am I still napping or am I with you all?
you know what? We already kind of had you talking in this session, I think, so we'll just kind of do a tiny bit of a retcon and say you joined up
Okay.
with everyone later.
Okay.
And Malice, I know that we had you taking a nap at Kara's Manor. I'm actually gonna have you rejoin everyone in like the next minute, so be ready.
Okay.
Anyway, as you guys are discussing this with Vicken and the other two, you then hear strange noises coming from outside. You hear
There's a sale at Penny's. Sorry.
Oh my
Black
god!
Friday.
Oh my god! 60% off on shoes.
Because sorry,
It's
Lorelai.
It's Gray Friday. So Black Friday is Gray
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually.
Stardar, do you hear that? Sounds like something's going on outside.
Indeed. When Fidelma makes mention of that, everyone just kind of instinctively looks out the window, and you see, like, everyone that you can see through the windows is panicking. All of the city guards seem to be doing their best to keep everyone in an orderly fashion so that people don't get trampled on. But then as this chaos is going on and all the guards are trying to keep order, you all hear a very familiar bell just tolling deeply that is just resonating the entire city. Strider, you would know this bell because you have the most Greyblade experience. This is the bell that the Greyblade Guild rings when a massive emergency order has just been put in and every single Greyblade needs to mobilize back at the guild.
So I hear that look at everyone and goes, we need to get back to the Grey Blades now. There's an emergency going on. That's the bell that all of us that are Grey Blades, we need to get back to HQ now. And he just starts going out the door, leading the way.
I would remember that bell too, wouldn't I?
You would actually, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I follow after Stridar. I'm
Ours
just.
just kind of sitting there.
I look back at everyone and I say, "You heard the man. Come on."
Do you all follow?
Lorelai,
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we do.
I follow Daff and Stridar everywhere. Let's go, boys.
And girl.
Really want to go?
I'll follow too.
Everyone but you's going.
Everyone but Kara's going because Kara's being spicy.
Kara, come on, we go.
I'll find you a box.
Kara,
Bye.
if we go, do we hold hands?
Oh.
You can deny the holding of hands, Kara?
Kara, I need you to make a wisdom
like-
saving throw for wholesomeness.
For awesomeness.
So Kara kind of sighs in defeat and goes, fine. And she stands up and she walks over to Lorelai. All right, let's go.
I don't like crowds.
Do you take her hand?
She does.
Good.
As you guys walk out of the hut and you see like all of the normal populace of Acheron just in a panic, screaming about like it's a tragedy, the start of a cataclysm, like something bad has indeed gone down. All of the guards are just telling everyone, like, everyone, please return to your homes, return to your businesses. We will take care of this. All Greyblades, please proceed to the guild. As you guys are making your way back to HQ, you actually run into Malice, who has been asleep at Kara's Manor this whole time and has also heard the bell. She has taken the elevator down, and you all coincidentally met up with her just before you all arrived at HQ. So, Malice, you're there now.
Okay. I guess we're just gonna run in a group.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys all arrive at the guild, and the guild is just packed with hunters. I'm going to turn off the music because that's actually getting distracting right now. So we're going to be on mute for a little bit until we change scenes.
Just imagine. What?
Dad, pick me up. It's getting too crowded. I want to see what's happening.
All right. Hang on. And I pick up Nyx.
It's like holding a couple of grapes. Wow, I really don't weigh anything to you, do I?
It's weird because I recently found out gnomes are actually bigger than halflings, which I didn't realize that.
What?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I thought gnomes were like knee height and halflings were at least like waist
Nope.
height.
It's the other way around.
I
Nope.
thought halflings were like 3 feet.
Halflings are 3. Oh, here I am talking like Fidelma. Halflings are 3 feet. Gnomes are about 4.
Oh, I thought gnomes were like closer to 2.
I checked to double check that. I was surprised too. That's why I double checked it.
4 feet tall.
Yeah, Liam is
3 to 4 feet tall.
Yeah. Gnomes are
Yeah.
3 to 4 feet tall. Halflings just 3.
Halflings are the smallest race, actually.
Wow.
So, yeah, you would think with our nomenclature of how gnomes look, you would think
Yeah.
gnomes would be the smallest.
And they both weigh about the same amount weight, around 40 pounds. So they're both about 40 pounds. Gnomes just can grow a little bit taller.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay then, that changes my whole perspective on life.
And we
Yeah.
have daintier feet.
Yeah.
Let's just put that.
Anywho,
In my D&D campaign, gnomes will remain 2 feet tall to keep in my imagination because it's my homebrew.
I'm leaving Eddie at 2 foot tall because it's freaking hilarious.
I mean,
still,
technically, elves are usually short and not super tall, but you
Chris-
know.
Christmas elves are, but forest elves are like human-sized. And I still can't believe, Leah, that you brought in frickin' Ed and Eddie into your campaign.
Yes.
You're welcome.
We spent a good amount of time creating those characters. I hope you enjoyed them.
I am not grateful.
I am.
You're welcome anyways.
You gave me a Goliath. That's quite literally all I care about.
She gave you an epiphany.
Goliath is dumber than a box of rocks.
But I still would too.
Anywho.
He's still pretty.
Yeah.
Death by snoo. Death
Bye, snoo. Anywho, as you guys are trying to make your way through the crowd of other Greyblade guild members and hunters, and it's not just hunters, there's also like admin workers who do the office work of the guild. You got the craftsmen, you got gatherers who are more for collecting herbs and other medicinal components who are not so much hunters. As you guys look up past the crowd, you can see 3 figures kind of standing on top of a table so that they're easily seen. You see this very battle-hardy human who has like a scraggly gray beard, and he's got a massive greatsword strapped to his back, and he just looks like Crocodile Dundee, just a brown leather vest and like leather pants and nothing else. He's not wearing a top with that vest. So you are seeing like all the silvery chest hair with this man.
Wonderful.
Jet? Is that Jet?
No, it's not. It's not Jet.
Jet
It's
would wear a vest and you know it.
Jet would only wear a vest if his mama asked him to.
In that case, only a vest.
Only of it. Well, no, he's not canon that Jet will wear a t-shirt for his mom once. He'll wear it once for her.
Strider and Dath, you both know this man. This is Tarek, and he is the official number 2 of the entire Greyblade Association here. The guy standing on the other side of the table, you see, you don't recognize him. He's kind of hunched over. His eyes are like permanently shut, though he looks like he's still kind of looking around. He's got like a big Popeye chin with his own like scraggly beard and a little pipe coming out of his mouth. And as he's just kind of standing there hunched over, you can look at his hands and they are just permanently charred with black and gray soot. At that moment, Tara kind of like puts his hands out and the entire crowd just silences right there. And then you all hear a boom, boom, boom. And you see a giant, taller than Tarek. And Tarek is, for a human, he's pretty big and he is an absolute Dorito in terms of being built. The next person, we love them Dorito men. The guy now the guy now walking up is a massively swole silver dragonborn who's got 2 blades strapped to his sides, and he's wearing an outfit very much like Tarek's, but it's a little bit more elaborate. It covers a bit more. Dath and Strider, you know this man. And all the rest of you, you may not know him, but you've seen him during the year's end celebration. This is Volthric, the supreme commander of the Greyblades.
Yeah.
I decided to make him just a straight up Dragonborn and not just Reinhardt from Overwatch this time.
Oh, Reinhardt.
Mm-hmm.
They nerfed him in the second one, and I'm mad. They nerfed Reinhardt in Overwatch 2, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, I'm still getting over Mercy's nerf. I'm a Mercy main.
I'm a Mercy main too, and I'm not happy.
Anyway, Volthric just kind of looks over everyone and says, "You all have heard the rumors. Here are the facts. At exactly 1 hour ago, before the news somehow leaked," and he just gives like a cold glare at everyone here, "we have received reports of indeed a tragedy that has befallen our island. It would appear that one of the archbeasts has been slain."
What?
And there is a mixture of just a panicked hush and everyone just kind of whispering with each other. Now, all of you know this. Lorelei, maybe not you because you've lived out in the jungle for so long, but you have heard some things when you would do like your weekly, monthly visits to the city to like sell your spoils and get some money.
Yeah.
The archbeasts are basically the gods of this island. They don't just die, and they certainly don't get killed. So, hearing how an archbeast is slain completely mortifies all of you. Like, I'm sorry to kind of railroad your emotions a little bit, but I'm trying to drive home that an archbeast dead is a big deal, and it is a bad deal. Now then. Oh, yes? You were saying something?
No, never mind. Never mind.
No, please, say so. Say it.
She goes, "Oh, don't like that." So it wasn't gonna really add much.
Oh. Volthric just kind of looks at everyone kind of murmuring, and he just puts like a hand out, and everyone shuts the hell up. Now.
Hi. Oh, really? Oh my goodness. You fat ass. Jesus. Sorry.
Is there a cat on you?
There's a cat trying to get my headphones. Ugh.
Oh.
My goodness, why? Okay. Thank you.
That's adorable.
That is so cute.
Why are you wet? You were in the bathtub.
I I love complaining about your cat out of context.
Right.
Oh,
Why-
why are you wet?
You were in the
Here.
bathtub. What are you doing?
Oh, you fat ass.
Or when people don't realize you're talking to your cat.
Right.
Yeah. Calling them names, and then they're like, "What?"
What?
It's
Why
like
are
playing.
you wet? Wait, who are you talking to?
It's like playing Mario Kart while doing a phone job interview at the same time, and as you're answering questions, you just suddenly let up. Fuck! I wanted to be Yoshi.
Yoshi.
That's a very obscure reference.
Death gets it. Anywho, so Volthric basically waves a hand and everyone shuts the hell up. Now, preliminary reports from our scouts have found the remains of the Archbeast of the Jungle, the Goralion.
And that just sinks Stridar's heart because he just spoke with him.
It is. We still need to send out a team who can do an actual examination of the remains.
I'm
Who
gonna
here?
nudge Stridar and just be like, "Hey, we could probably do that, right?"
Who here?
Stridar immediately raises his hand.
Yeah, Stridar, you are the only one raising your hand. Literally, all other Greyblades in the guild do not move, and they all just kind of look at each other like, "Are you gonna volunteer? Fuck no! If something can kill an Archbeast, think of what it could do to me." And then everyone just kind of looks at you, Stridar, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's crazy."
Understatement of the year, but okay.
At that moment, Volthric is, as he's scanning the area, he sees you, Stridar, and he just points You! What is your name?
What's your name?
Little boy.
Steve, fuck you, Steve.
By the way, Stridar.
No. Stridar just goes, "It's Stridar, Mr. Volthric, sir," and he just bows respectfully at him and then like stands back up and his hand's still raised, and you see Zathar's hand is winged also raises up and he puts his little hand up as well, volunteering. So Stridar and Zathar just
And
mimicking each
Fidelma,
other.
Fidelma's like slowly raising her hand, knowing if Stridar's going, she's gotta go too.
I'll pick up Fidelma and be like, "Here," so they can see your hand.
Oh, Fidelma's already on Dath's shoulders.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even realize that, but okay, sure.
Yeah, you said you picked me up.
Yeah, I didn't know you were still there. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah, she's been on your shoulders this whole time. She weighs nothing.
All right.
Okay.
The Volthric just kind of like nods at you, Stridar, but then he looks at you, Fidelma, and goes like, "You. What is your name?"
Fidelma Nix Gobblecraft, sir.
Ah, gnome folk.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
are you with him? And he like gestures his head to Stridar.
Yeah, 'cause he's the bravest person I know.
Oh, my heart.
Our mutters, yeah, at the dumbest.
Big mood.
At that moment,
Not dumb though.
Lorelai, when Kara says that, does Lorelai like snicker or something?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I will go as well, sir.
You,
Thanks,
the
Death.
gnome, and the orc blood. Do you have any more on your team?
Lorelai begrudgingly raises her hand, but keeps her head very, very low.
Oh.
Malice is just like, "Yeah, me," and waves her hand.
So she's just kind of done, but she's like, you know what? You're gonna get me killed, but that last one was fun. Fine. And she raises her hand as well.
This is my team, sir.
The family.
At that moment,
Aw,
as you guys finally are done raising your hands,
fucking wholesome.
It's about family.
at that
It's my
moment,
fam-
As you guys are done raising your hands, Volthric, with a little flutter of his wings, because he's a winged silver dragonborn, he hops down to the ground. And at that moment, it's like Moses with the Red Sea. The entire crowd of Greyblades just parts, and you are at the other end of it. Meanwhile, Tarek and the old guy hop off of the table themselves, and all three of them march towards all of you. And when they're finally eye level with you, Tarek is like, let me ask you this, guys, and this is Evan talking, not the dungeon master. Out of all of you, who's the tallest?
That would be
Me.
me.
Yeah, I was about to say
No,
probably
Malice is
How tall
is
Malice? How tall are
Malice
you?
is 7, not including her horns. She's 7 feet
Oh,
tall.
wow. Okay, then yeah.
Okay, so Malice and Tarek are basically the same height, eye level. Again, this guy is big and swole for a human, but Volthric towers over all of you. He's basically Goliath height for a dragonborn. The shortest of the three, the old guy, just kind of looks at you for a moment with a little smile on his face, and he goes, "Hey, what do you think? You think they got what it takes to do the job?" We will
Hey, I know that voice. Sorry. Please continue. I got
Volthric
excited.
Volthric looks at the old man for a moment, and then he looks back at all of you. Come with me. And all three of them turn about face, and they start marching down the lane, and they're heading towards, like, the back doors past the lobby and reception area.
Strider goes, all right, fam, let's go. And he just starts following them.
Yeah, everybody would probably just follow, right?
Yeah.
All right, all of you follow. I still don't really have any music that fits the scene, so we're gonna keep it muted for now. It's kind of nice. As you guys are being walked out of the lobby and down the hallways, and there's like a bunch of other doorways that lead to various other offices. Wow, I'm now the only one. I'm the only one here now.
We're eating, so we don't want to like
Be rude.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna keep my camera on. I'm used to it. Anywho, so all of you are going down one long hallway, and you can see kind of through the open doors as you pass by them all of the different facilities that the guild possesses. Dath, you recognize one of these places. It's the library of records that you were in, I believe a day ago, where you were looking at like evidence of like the guild's history, and that's when you learned about the 3 expelled members, Vicken, Eric, and Charles.
Right.
As you guys pass by another room, you see what looks like a massive forge with a roaring fire deep in the other side of it, with the biggest anvil that you've seen just right in the middle of the room, and what looks like a conveyor belt that just goes in and out of the furnace itself. As you guys are still walking, you then come across a large pair of giant red double doors. Tarek steps forward and he opens the doors and he takes you into this magnificently well-ornate office. There's books and records stacked everywhere, weapon stands of swords and axes. At that moment, Volthric, the silver dragon, walks past all of you, and he takes a seat at his desk, and he looks at all of you one at a time, and he is making direct eye contact with each of you. So, let me ask you this. Why did you willingly volunteer for this job?
Strider looks at Volthric and goes, well, to be honest, sir, I'm the one that spoke with the Alpha, the king of the jungle, not last night before he ran away. And quite honestly, sir, I felt as though I started to connect with him, and I want to find who did this to him and put a stop to it before it happens to any of the other alpha beasts of the island.
Orc blood. And he looks right at you, Dath. Does he speak for you?
No, sir, I speak for myself.
So then why are you volunteering?
Simply put, this is a problem that affects everyone.
Gnome,
Yes.
does he speak for you?
Well, no one's ever really spoke for me, sir. So I'll just tell you I'm doing it because I love these people and I want to be
Oh.
helpful.
At that moment, kind of off to the side, you hear the old man go, "Oh, isn't she a sweet one?"
Adorable.
At that moment, Tarek, just standing next to him, is like, "Shut up." Volthric just kind of like gives them both a look, like, "Yeah, she is kind of sweet." He then looks at the human woman, Yukar, and he goes, "You lass, does he speak for you?"
Give her a moment.
Oh,
Number
right. Oh,
one.
you're eating, right? Sorry.
Yes, he does.
I was like, number one, no. Number one, no. Number two, I'm curious. And number three, I'm rather convinced that he'd probably get himself killed if the rest of us didn't go along with him.
Hearing that, he kind of gives a look back at you, Stridar, and he just simply goes, "Do you wish for your teammate to doubt you?"
Strider just shrugs and goes, I don't speak for anyone here but myself and maybe my dragon here. And Zethar just kind of waves, goes, hi. And then just goes, they're all their own people. However, I've already been in a few battles with each of them, and I trust all of them with my lives. I'm not saying one of us is stronger than the other. However, I do have great blade experience, and anyone can speak their mind. Anyone can say what they want. However, at the end of the day, as long as they have my back in battle, that's all that I care about.
He kind of processes those words for a moment before he continues through the group. You there, tiefling.
Which one?
That's a mistake on me, Carly. I keep forgetting that Lorelai's a tiefling as well. Well, you made her like normal. You made her like normal Caucasian skin color, didn't you?
Yeah.
I keep thinking
But she's
about.
got markings on her.
I keep on thinking that's just like body paint from.
No, man,
for being
that's her skin.
Okay, that's on me.
That's a canon thing, man. If you look up tieflings, they're either skin color with markings, or red. It's all these other colors that are just like not actually, but everybody's like, yeah, it's fun.
He gets your race wrong and my name wrong. It's fine.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm not good. I'm not good at the DMing.
She has horns, and she's got hooves.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. He looks over at Malice. However, he goes like, "You, the one with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you volunteer?"
Because I'm pretty sure that curiosity and going there on my own wouldn't be seen or perceived as well as if I was in a group with the Greyblades.
And you. And he looks right at you, Lorelai. Why did you volunteer?
Lorelai kind of looks down for a minute and kind of processes what she's gonna say. And she takes a deep breath and she goes, well, sir, you see, I already lost one of my leaders, and I don't want to lose this one.
Oh,
You lost someone.
It doesn't matter. It was a long time ago.
Have you grieved for them?
Every day.
At that moment, both you can visibly see Volthric's expression kind of soften for a moment as he gives like for a brief, like a very brief, faint look of pity towards Lorelai, and I would like at that moment, Lorelai, I would like you to make a perception check.
Okay. Said perception.
Perception, yes.
Okay. I got a 17, good sir.
While Lorelai, you may not be the most educated out of this entire group, you do know what pain is. And by looking at Volthric's eyes, you can tell that he has felt the same in his past. Because he's making the exact same face you've made.
And Lorelai looks at him and she goes, "His name was Friedrich. He was he taught me a lot in my youth."
At that moment, hearing that name, you can all kind of see off to the side Tarek and the old guy just go like, Friedrich. It's not a name I recognize. You know him? And Tarek just kind of looks at him and goes, just shakes his head without saying anything. Volthric lets out a sigh, and you can see like a little snow flurry come out of his mouth as he does so. Well, regardless for your reasons, let it not be said that I am not ungrateful for all of you willing to volunteer for this task. That being said, though, this task should by no means be difficult. I am merely asking you to investigate what remains of the Goralion. Try to find out exactly what it was that slew it. Be it some other creature, or illness, or maybe one of the other archbeasts, we don't know. But our scouts are not able to find out anything. All they do is just give us news of what happens out there. But it's you Greyblades that need to actually discover and find the information. With all that being said, I'm willing to give you all a top priority quest here. And I will not lie, this could be very dangerous, and the implications of what you discover may be shocking. So, if any of you wish to back out now, it will not be held against you. You will not be without honor. Will all of you...
I'm not gonna back out, but I am gonna use the bathroom really quick.
And all of a sudden, Lorelai just runs out of the room.
It's like, wow, that tiefling can run. I was gonna make a joke like, does Lorelai... I was gonna make a joke like, does Lorelai know what a toilet is? Carly, this is a very serious question.
We need answers.
Okay, I could hear her down the hall. She says she does.
Okay.
Okay. I can hear her down the hall. She says she tried very hard to hold it in until the end of this scene, but she just couldn't. It's fine, sweetie.
It's good, sweetie.
Okay, so Lorelai already gave her answer. She's not backing out. So Volthric now looks to everyone else. Well then, will you all stay? Or will you all walk away from this?
I'm staying.
I'm not going anywhere.
Neither am I.
I was just like, look, I didn't say that I didn't think that he was strong. I'm just saying that whatever can kill an archbeast could kill any of us. But yeah, I'm still in.
And
Dad could step on me and I'd be dead. So hey.
Strider doesn't have to say a word. He just shows Volthric through his eyes and looks that he's determined not to let down the archbeast's memory.
Wait, hold on. What's going on here? Aww.
Aww.
That's my wife.
Oh, do not finish that sentence, sir.
That's
I
all
know
you
that
guys are gonna
reference.
get
Do
because I
not
can't do
finish-
that thing with my head right now.
I actually don't remember the rest of the sentence, so you're lucky.
You're good. Good. Do not finish it.
My camera's not on, but you guys missed Draga coming to bring me a blanket because I was shivering over here.
Oh,
'Cause it's snowing and I'm by the window.
Malice,
cool.
Malice, tell Draga that we love her so much, and she is a literal angel.
Okay.
She is Bean.
She is Bean. Volthric, hearing all of your answers, lets out another snow flurry of a sigh. And then in his own little dragonborn way, you kind of see him smirk a little bit. And he reaches... Oh, you're done eating. All right.
I am at
Yeah.
peace.
I eat slow. I take my tip.
You're fine.
It's better for digestion that way.
Volthric then smirks a little bit and he stands up. And again, he's towering over everyone in this room. He then pulls out a drawer and he takes out a rolled up piece of parchment. And he lays it down on the table and he spreads it out. And all of you recognize this. This is a job contract. Same as the ones that you see on the giant pin board down in the lobby. But Volthric puts a clawed finger and he taps it. This here is the official contract for this task. Sign this if you truly think you are ready. Complete this job for me, and I will see to it that you are all properly rewarded for this task. Yes, it may just be investigating a dead body, but this is an archbeast we're talking about. No one has ever thought that an archbeast could die. We need to know what happened as quickly as possible and as thoroughly as possible. Which of you will sign this?
I'll do it.
Okay, at that moment, with his other hand, Volthric takes a long black quill and he gives it to you, Malice, and he puts it in your hand.
All right, I'll sign it.
All right. Wait. What exactly do you sign?
Corpse crew.
Corpse husband.
Corpse crew.
Volthric looks at the parchment and he turns it around and he goes like, everything seems to be in order. Corpse crew.
I thought it was funny.
Is that your team name?
Hey!
And Strider's like kind of taken aback and just
Yeah.
looks over at
We
Matt.
actually go by Group D. Thank you.
Hey! Oh, I miss it.
So do I. But someone needs to answer Volthric. Like, is Corpse Crew your team name?
We haven't
having
agreed
a
on
look.
that.
We
Yeah.
haven't agreed on the name yet.
I'm getting a feeling Malice thinks we're gonna be corpses.
I
Right.
Eh, Walking
But-
Dead. Why not?
I think it's kind of cool.
Cool.
Yeah. No, we've investigated nothing but corpses.
See, that's my whole point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a tiefling thing.
No, I definitely don't get it then.
Strider just shrugs and just goes, I was gonna go with the fam, but I guess
So was I.
I like the fam.
At that moment, I would just like to point out that Tarek and the old guy are kind of whispering amongst themselves, like, okay, so we got 2 for Corpse Crew and 2 for the fam, and we got 1 undecided and 1 silent. Place your bets. What names do you think they're gonna go with? And you can see Tarek go like, well, personally, I like the fam. And you see the old guy like, come on, Corpse Crew is funny.
How about the family corpse?
No, that's dark.
How is that dark in the corpse? All right.
At that moment, you see Volthric kind of like pat a hand on the desk, and it's loud and trembling. And he goes
Oh.
and he raises a hand like, just as long as the contract is signed, is
shit.
Bloof is raiding with a
Bloof
party of
raid.
2.
Yeah.
Hey!
Bloof, we miss you for the tentacult.
How about the carrion crew?
Ooh, I like that.
Well, I like that too.
I can get the carrying crew.
Carry on.
No,
Oh,
Carrion.
carrion. Like,
Carrion birds.
yeah.
Carry on. Oh.
Like vultures.
Crows, vultures,
Oh, carry on.
Hunting the dead.
hunting the dead,
Carry on.
creating corpses. I mean,
Yeah, I mean we have brought back a couple of corpses. I mean, no, that fits. I'm okay with that.
Kara's just like, I'm not a Greyblade, so
At that moment, both Tarek and the old guy and Volthric all look at you, Kara, and they're like, "You're not a Greyblade. What are you doing here?"
okay, just because I'm not a Greyblade doesn't mean I can't help.
I mean, we appreciate the help, but these are sensitive matters. Like,
She's a big help. Don't worry about it, Mr. Volfric. She's a real big help.
She's
Fidelma.
letting us stay at her house.
She can hide in boxes.
One time, you hide in a box. One time, Kara sighs and she raises her hand, and she's like, "Just give me a moment." And she walks over.
I would just like to say that. Oh, sorry.
She actually whispers something in Balthric's ear.
Or are you DMing me something right now?
Yeah.
It must be something to do with the uncle.
I would just.
Probably.
He might be her godfather.
I would just like to point out that I personally think that Volthric going like, "You're not a Greyblade. What are you doing here?" has the same energy as Dumbledore looking to Hermione during the Triwizard Tournament, going, "What are you doing here, Miss Granger?"
What are you doing here, Mr. Ranger? My bad, Mr. Dumbledore, sir.
That's her cat's name. I love saying that to her. What are you doing here, Granger?
All right. Okay. So, with what Kara whispered in Volthric's ear, and none of you hear it. This is a whisper. You see Volthric's eyes just kind of widen for a moment, and he doesn't tense up, but he does kind of shift positions for a moment, and he then kind of he pulls away from you, Kara, and he goes, "Very well. If you still do not wish to be a member, you will be granted special permission to operate with the Greyblades, on the condition that you stay with the what is your name again?
carrion crew.
The Carrion crew. Very well then. Miss Kara, do you accept these terms?"
I accept.
Very well.
And
Well-
Fidelma whispers into Dat's ear, I think she's got connections.
Probably.
I thought you said she's got conniptions.
No connections.
Meanwhile, while all this is going on, Stridar still has yet to stop looking at Volthric. He's literally just pretty much awaiting orders.
All right. Well then, Carrion crew it is then. And at that moment, you see him wave a hand over the contract, and what was the first name? Corpse crew.
Yep.
The word corpse, the ink of the word corpse kind of flows around a bit, and it rewrites itself into Carrion crew.
Nice.
Nice.
Very well then, Carrion crew. These are your orders. Go out into the jungle. Do a thorough investigation of the body of the Goralion. Find out what it is that killed it. Try to find out how it happened, when it happened. And if you can, by whom or by what. Come back with sufficient evidence, and you shall be rewarded. And then we might have a discussion about all of your placements here at the Greyblades, and see if there's any advancements that need to be made. Considering how none of the other Greyblades volunteered for this position, and you can kind of see at the mention of that, both Tarek and the old guy just kind of shift around a little uncomfortably, like, ooh.
Ooh.
Volthric then rolls up the contract and he puts it back in the drawer of his desk. Make what preparations you need, and then leave as soon as you possibly can. By the way, the time right now of the day, it's like 9 in the morning. Because you all went to bed at Kara's Manor, and then all of you beelined to the Chaotix's house in the ground level. So you have not done much relatively this day. That being said, though, at the mention of make preparations before leaving, you see the old guy walk up to you and goes like, "Oh, if any of you need some advancements on your gear, I can totally help you all that. The name's Joe. Here, come on to my workshop."
I knew it! I knew it! I knew when I heard that voice. I knew exactly who it was.
Yeah, you cannot get rid of old Joe. He gets rid of you. By the way, now that being said, though, old Joe's the first one to walk out of the room. Tarek is the second one out of the room, though he does kind of give a look of, it's a mix of pity and y'all are crazy. Before he too walks out of the room, and like he looks out at each of you one at a time. Dath first, and then everyone else, and then Lorelei last. Before he too walks out of the room. Volthric then sits back down at his desk. Thank you for volunteering. You are dismissed to commence. And then he focuses on like paperwork on his desk. So, carrion crew. Oh, I love saying that now instead of just they have yet to think of a name. Now then,
They have
yet to think up a name. All right. With that being said, though, what do you all as a group do? Where do you go?
I'm going to need better weapons and armor, so I guess I'll go to old Joe's shop.
Does anyone else go with, or do you all go about your own business for preparations?
I'll go with her.
I'll go too.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go see if I can't get a better armor, but then after that I want to go and let Amaya know where Stridar is going.
Perfect. All right. Well, with that being said, this is actually where we're going to take our break.
Perfect.
And yeah, this is perfect. So we're going to take like a little 10-15 minute break, and then we're going to come back. And then we'll continue the session. So we will see you all later.
to be in Carry On.
All right, we are officially back from our break. We went on a little bit longer. We just need a couple more minutes to get ready, but we are back. We are refreshed. We have emptied ourselves in the lavatories.
I
And
emptied all my bowels. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That was very, very, very too much.
it's Friday. We're all fine. Okay. Leah. Why are you why are you a nerd penguin?
Wait. Hold on. What the fuck?
There it
The
comes.
anticipation.
Ah! Awkward mittens.
Oh, sweetie, I hate seeing you in pain like that.
Dude, my head hurts so bad, but I'm muscling through.
Don't worry, we're actually doing a lot this episode. But not much left. Anywho, so Carrion Crew. Oh, that's so much better to say than just all of your names individually. Carrion Crew.
I wish that we were called Group D, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm just kidding. I like this one.
When a man graduates from the D Club, he joins the D Force. All right.
I love that band.
Yeah, I love Dragon Force. Anywho, as all of you make your way down the hall, you then make a right, and you come into this... Hold on, that's the wrong one. Yeah, this is the one. You are then brought into the massive forge room of the Greyblades, and you can see what look like a bunch of golems that are just like crafting materials. You can see big ones that are just hammering giant pieces of metal into various shapes. You see one that has no legs, but it is all arms, and all it is doing is just pulling the string to work the bellows of the giant flame. And cutting in ahead of you, you see old Joe making his way into the room before all of you, and he goes like, well, you know, it's gotta be nice to have actual people visit me in the forge every once in a while. So listen, here's the deal. I can sell you at heavily discounted prices all the good Greyblade stock. You want potions? I got 'em. You need other kinds of supplies? I got 'em. But here's where the real magic happens. Every time you kill a contract beast, bring its remains to me, and I can whip up something sexy for all of you.
Actually, Mr. Joe.
Oh, yes.
Can you sharpen this? And she hands him her great axe, which looks like it was just made out of like a bone or some sort of spike, or maybe even a tooth of a creature that she killed.
Yeah, you hand him the axe, and yeah, it is like a long leg bone with just a very crudely made... it looks like metal, but it could just be very hardy stone. Like, Lorelei made this herself, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, old Joe just kind of looks at this for a moment, kind of looks at it at all angles, like, crude, but very, very efficient design. Did you make this yourself?
I made it myself.
Huh. Have you made other stuff before?
Oh, all the time.
Huh. When your old job with the Garalion's done, you young lady, come see me in the forge sometime. I can show you some tricks.
Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. Sharpening this will take no time at all. Here, why don't you sharpen the blade on this? And he hands it to one of the golems, who just walks over, takes it, and just walks away. Now then, who else needs stuff done? Who else needs stuff like tinkered?
You want some black powder?
You want some black powder? I got barrels of the stuff out. I got barrels of the stuff out back, and you see what looks like 5 barrels on the floor, all of them surrounded by stone golems that are just having their arms out, just keeping it away from the flame, and that is where they remain for all eternity.
Out of character. You got Kakang in character.
Holy shit, these guys have
Stridar just kind of like just goes, I don't really need anything like sharpened or anything of that nature, but do you have any armor for sale?
Yeah, armor for sale. Let me see. Well, what are you looking for?
Mr. Stridar just kind of like thinks about it. He's like, I need, and for those of you who played The Witcher, you would understand this reference. He goes, I need something strong that can take a hit, but light and malleable so that I can actually kind of move around silently. So if you have something kind of, made of, I don't know, like mithril or elven chain or something of that nature, or studded that can take that sort of hit but still be silent, that would be useful.
And now chain stuff that's silent. I know for a fact I don't have anything like that, at least not yet. But I might have something here. And he like goes over to a giant book and he just starts flipping through pages, and all of you can see the pages, and this is basically like his stock book. This is where they keep records of everything that they have, everything that they've loaned out, and everything that they've just outright sold.
Yeah.
Now that being said though, he's flipping through the pages, and so am I at this moment. I see. Well, I don't exactly have anything right now, but our stock changes all the time, so we'll always be getting new stuff in as time goes on, especially with more Greyblades bringing in raw materials for me to play with. Well, sad to say, I don't seem to have anything like that right now, but you know what? I'll keep you in mind. What'd you say your name was?
Stridar, good sir.
Stridar, good sir. All right, Mr. Good Sir, I'll definitely help you out.
Stridar just kind of chuckles to himself and goes, well, that's all I was looking for here. And so he just he goes, I'll meet you all at the gate towards the jungle. And he leaves because that's literally all I needed was just armor. So
I do promise to find you something, Josh. So this is just gonna need a little bit of patience. I didn't have anything prepped right now, but I will have stuff. I just need to do a little bit more research, and that's my failure as a DM.
That's all good. That's why I gave you like names of actual types of armor, just to kind of look at.
Yeah, you've narrowed down my search, so that will be easy. Now I just need to actually look up stuff. All right. Anyone else? You need help with something? You need something sharpened?
I would like to see your arrows. What kinds and types you have?
Oh, arrows. Those are frighteningly easy to make. Though they do have a habit of catching on fire in this room. I don't know why. But I can definitely take a look. Some kind of specific arrows you're looking for?
No specifics, just anything that would be fun.
Arrows for fun. Well, let me see here. Well, I don't have any good arrows right now, though I am working on some designs. Ooh, I have something that you might like. All right, and he takes out this leather bundle and he unrolls it. And you see what looks like a green arrow. Like, the entire arrow is great. Yeah, you just see Stephen Amell just lying on his back on the table.
All right.
And he just says, this is my city. Ah, shut up, you! And he rolls it back up and, like, throws it in the fire. Then he takes another pouch and he, like, unrolls it, and you see arrows that are green. But they don't have, like, a sharp tip at the end. They have what looks like a little ball at the end. He goes like, now these here are a design I've been working on for quite some time. These are moss arrows. Now what you do...
Moss?
Yeah, what you do, you take them, you fire them at a spot on the floor. They don't go very far, so you gotta aim well. When they land on the floor, it's gonna explode into a soft platform of moss. If you ever want to make a spot where your footsteps don't cause that much noise, these are the arrows to do it.
That would be useful.
Yeah, take him.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
How much?
These ones are on the house for first timers. Next time, though, I am gonna have to charge you.
Okay. Well, I do have another request, and I'm sure you probably wouldn't have anything now.
Oh, I'm listening.
Could you make fireproof armor for the dog?
Fireproof armor for the dog, and he kind of looks over at
Fizzgig.
Fizzgig. Thank you. I was about to say Azrael. That's the other dog. He kind of looks over at Fizzgig, and Fizzgig, like always, just flops down on his back, expecting belly rubs. Like, oh, new face, new love. Yes, give me love. It's like, oh, you're the cutest little hellhound, aren't you? And he just runs over and he just puts both hands on Fizzgig's belly, and you can just, Fizzgig's just like bopping on the ground. His leg is kicking. You guys are like, no, I must resist. I must resist.
I must resist the cuteness.
Yeah, definitely fireproof armor for a dog. We've never made anything like that, but we may not have time now, but after your quest, come back to the forge and I'll take some measurements. And I think we might be able to design something for you. Yeah, this should be fun indeed.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Anyone else need help with anything?
What potions do you got?
Oh, you got... let's see. We have a variety of health potions. We got some... let me see. We have potions for helping breathing underwater. Here's a nice one, especially if you're going into the jungle. It's in the jungle that there are plants that kill their prey and then feast on other animals using poisonous gas. You take this potion, you'll be immune to all types of poisons, but only for 5 minutes. So you gotta use it wisely. I only got one, though.
All right, I'll take it.
All right.
How much?
It's on the house for first-timers. All right. Anyone else need anything?
Do you forge magical items?
Well, that's always a tricky order. We don't exactly have the know-how to imbue magic into items, but there are rumors that items made from certain materials from magical beasts can make the products magical themselves. I've never really tried anything like that, but if you ever hunt something that's magical in nature, bring me the remains and I'll see what I can do with them.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep things simple for now. Do you have any rapiers?
Oh, rapiers? Yeah, I got a bunch of them. Let me see. What kind of length of blade do you want?
Probably about the length of my arm.
All right, let me see here. And he walks up to you and he, like, grabs your arm. Kind of forcefully, though. For a very, very old, like, lengthy, thin guy, he's actually quite strong for his body. And he just kind of, like, feels your arm for a moment, measures you shoulder to fingertips. Okay, I think I got something for you. All right, and he walks into the back, and he comes out. Dath, you are now the owner of 1 rapier. So you can go ahead and add that to your inventory.
All right, now I have 3.
Wait, you already have... Wait, you already had 2?
Yeah, that's why I was looking for maybe something better.
Well, then why'd you ask for just a rapier?
I said, what do you have in rapiers?
Oh, I thought I heard you ask, do you have any rapiers?
Maybe I did ask that, but I meant, like, what have you got?
Oh.
What kind of rapiers do you have?
Well, let me see here. Totally not me going up on D&D Beyond to look at inventory.
You realize every time I have my players like go to a shop, I am literally just going onto like the inventory of one of my character sheets and just scrolling through and just seeing what's there and just choose something and make up a random number for price. That's all I do.
The potion you gave me, was that poison resistance?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see. Something better than a rapier. Something better than a rapier. Let me see. Let's see. Rapier does 1d8. Hmm. Well, tell you what I'll do. Don't really have anything nice as rapiers right now, but let me have that rapier. I'll enhance the edge for you. Let's see. A normal rapier does 1d8 piercing, and that's a finesse weapon. If you give him time with a rapier, I will manually convert it into 1d10 piercing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while though. It's gonna take a while though while we work on it, so you're just gonna have to wait on that. But
Sure.
yeah, we'll get to work on that. All right. Will that be all for all of you?
Actually,
Yes,
would you happen
Yagnish?
to have- would you happen to have anything like an arm blade?
An arm blade. Wait, you mean like a blade that just kind of sits on top of your wrist?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh,
That-
Basically, Assassin's Creed weapons.
Pretty much. She's a rogue monk.
Huh. Well, I don't seem to have anything like that readily made. But I think I can come up with the design. Here, come back after your quest, and I might have something for you. And I'm saying this, and as a DM, I'm saying this, Leah, I actually already have an idea on how to incorporate that, but I'm not going to reveal it until you guys are done with this contract.
Sweet.
All right.
So, Kara actually just goes ahead and she actually just gives him 10 gold, and she's like, I know you said that it's free the first time, but you're working hard for us, so.
Oh, thank you so much, kind lady. Oh, yeah, all of you whippersnappers can learn from her, but it's all right.
You literally had nothing for Strider, which is why he left.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
Lorelai walks up to old Joe, kind of taking Kara's example, and she gives him one piece of gold and says, "Here for sharpening my axe," and she just hands it to him.
Old Joe just looks at the one, goes like, "Oh, bless you, sweetie. And remember, when you're done with your contract, come back here and I'll show you some things on weapon making."
Okay, how long is it gonna take me to get my axe back?
Oh, only like half a day. Unfortunately, we got other orders we gotta take care of. But
Okay,
come back after.
because
Yes?
I need that before the fight. If there is
Oh.
a fight.
Oh, well then how about this? If I work on this, Carly, what is your weapon on your character sheet? Is it a great axe?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the sake of... Okay, now how about this? It might be a little different for you, but it might be a good substitute while we're working on your great axe here. Give me just a moment. And he then offers you a great sword. Now, a great axe does 1d12. A great sword does 2d6.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, just, a nice substitute to weapon while we work on your axe.
It's true.
It's not my style, but I take.
All right, Carly, you can go ahead and put in one great sword for your inventory.
I already did.
Yeah, you did.
Ready, done.
All right, will that be all for everyone?
Yep.
All right, you make your way out of the forge and out of the Greyblade's headquarters. Now then, as you make your way through the city and you see all of the Greyblades that are still kind of hanging out in the lobby, and they're all looking at you like they're dead. Just various looks of, oh, we're not going to see him again. a couple Greyblade like clerics are just kind of off to the side, and they're kind of talking amongst themselves. The moment they all look at you, they all start praying. As
I would like to take off my shoe and throw it at one of them.
why?
Can I stop her from doing that?
Okay. Both Kara and Dath roll me dexterity checks.
These are the first rolls of the night, I'd like to point out.
Yeah.
No, we had Lorelai do a perception
Uh,
check.
That is fair. You said dexterity, right?
Dexterity, yes.
Oof.
Ha! That would be a 12.
Yeah, she wins. I got an 8.
All right, Dath, you try to go and stop her, but unfortunately, Kara is just too fast for you. She whips off La Chancla, and she yeets it at one of the priests, and you just hear an audible, and it just gets him right in the forehead, like, ah! And like he falls on his
Who
back.
throws a shoe? Honestly.
Honestly.
Who throws a cupcake?
throws a
Honestly.
shoe?
I do.
Wait, hold on, Carly, what did you say?
Who throws a cupcake? Honestly.
Honest.
Honestly.
Right.
Hey, I haven't got it.
All right. All of the other clerics are like, "Oh, Brother Michael, are you okay?" And they're like,
Oh god. He threw a shoe at a monk.
"No, at a cleric."
It's a monk. Just a
I'm a
heavily
monk.
You
it's
use
a heavily
brother.
armored. It's a heavily armored praying monk, not a monk.
Well,
It's a
monks
monk.
are kind of different in D&D, but
Kara actually still just walks over, like rather proudly walks over, grabs a shoe, and goes, I didn't see any of you cowards volunteer. And I'm not even a Grey Blade. And she turns and walks back to the group.
I wish I had shoes.
Oh my god. Lorelai looks at Malice and she goes, I just have hooves too.
Yeah, as you guys are walking
Oops.
as you guys are walking, you all are hearing coming from Lorelai and Malice.
What was that?
That's you. That's your hooves clopping.
Oh.
We
I
couldn't
didn't-
really
we
hear
couldn't
you.
really
hear
Yeah, it
Right.
sounded like something fell.
Oh no, that was me making clicking noises with my tongue.
Okay.
Cluck, 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 cluck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, coconuts. It sounds like coconuts.
That's
As
if you have 4 hooves. If you've got 2 hooves, it just sounds like
well,
clicking.
yeah, but we do have 4 hooves. They're just divided among the 2 of you.
That's true.
That's where I was going with this.
Okay.
All right. As you guys are walking, you see Stridar standing at the entrance
Like
gate.
this.
What?
Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. I tried.
We love you still.
You say you do.
You're welcome, wife.
Aw.
You're welcome, my waifu.
Oh, get a room.
We have an apartment.
A nice apartment.
We have 5 rooms.
Okay.
That's enough.
Okay. All right. You
Nobody
see.
needs to know what rooms we have.
Yeah.
That's like the starter pack for somebody who wants to break in and steal all of our shit. That's not.
Oh,
what we-
okay. All right.
All right.
Oh, you were thinking of something dirty.
Yeah.
Oh no. We don't have a sex dungeon yet.
No!
I mean,
Sweet Adeline.
I'm sorry. I tried.
Mothers are here.
I was.
D&D mom is dying.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to be funny. I
Yet being the
apologize.
key word in that sentence.
Yep.
By the way, Josh, I just got your DM. Thank you so much. This is actually really gonna help.
So
No
have
problem.
are we near Stridar? Do I
You
scream,
all
"Hey, Stridar, we're here!"
I'm a number.
all right. You guys are all now finally collected as a single group. One last call. Do all of you commence the contract?
I will say that Strider probably already went and told Amaya what was happening, and they had a very nice embrace before getting back, before him coming down.
She gave you like a big old kiss on the cheek for this one. All of you.
And he did this. He did this to her since I have my lovely lady here, and gave her a nice big hugs.
By the way, guys, as you all walk up to Stridar, you see a deep maroon lipstick mark right on his cheek.
Is there anything to sign before we get started?
That was already signed by Malice.
That was already signed.
Okay, well, all right.
Who does she have the contract or did he?
No, Volthric kept it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a special mission that's only between you and Volthric. So like some things are different, but you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
All right. So then, with that said, do you guys commence?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure.
indeed.
All right. You guys make your way out of the city and deep into the jungle. You slowly make your way off the path into the actual forest itself. Lorelei, since you are familiar with this area, you recognize that your treehouse, while it is close, everyone is starting to like move away from where your treehouse is. But you just instinctively know where your treehouse is.
Yeah.
All right. You guys make your way, and you can see just toppled, broken trees, stampled branches, and just this jungle, this part of the jungle is just ransacked. And as you guys round a corner past a tree, you see an absolutely grotesque sight, as you can tell it's the Goralion based on certain slightly still intact features. But what you see is the Goralion having literally been torn apart, and all that's left is just blood and sundered flesh. This is where your investigation begins, and this is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Okay.
This officially is where the plot starts.
Nice.
Cool.
The prologue is done.
Prologue is officially done. You all kind of have a better understanding on how the system of this homebrew works, and now it's time to put all of your knowledge into practice. That being said, though, guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the raids from both Hemington and Bloof in this.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. It is great to be back into the rhythm of things. I don't know if we have anything this coming Wednesday or Monday or Tuesday. I do know, unfortunately, Tevat Heroes, which is a game I'm in, is on hiatus right now. Josh, do we have anything happening this Wednesday?
No, because of Thanksgiving. And we
that's right.
And as soon as like she gets home from work,
Basically, as soon as after we have dinner, we're heading up to Josh's mom's.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. If that is the case, then there is a chance that we might not play Great Poison for next Friday, because I know a lot of people are going to want to do like Black Friday stuff. So Great Poison is not officially canceled, but it's now officially up in the air right now. We'll see how everyone's feeling as the date gets closer. That being said, though, guys, thank you so much for watching us on Twitch or on YouTube. Stay safe. We love you. And we will see you all either next week or 2 weeks from now. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.